Subscribe to Factly and hit the bell icon for updates.
भैया मेरा वोटर आईडी करा।
लैंड रजिस्ट्रेशन करवा दो।
मेरा स्कॉलरशिप।
फाइल माई आईटीआर। दूसरा फॉर्म लेके आ।
रूल पता है क्या?
रजिस्ट्रेशन कहाँ है?
बाद में आओ, टाइम लगेगा।
लंच के बाद।
Is there a simple way to understand government rules?
Hello everyone, welcome to the new season of Decode. Over the next few episodes, we will be talking about the Parliament of India, its composition and what our lawmakers actually do in there.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Tradition of this house is to listen to Honorable LOP in silence. Please go back.
Well, at least we'll tell you what they're supposed to be doing in there. And we'll also talk about members of parliament, question hour, the process of lawmaking, standing committees, the role of the speaker, and how we can engage with what is happening in the parliament, all in some detail. All on board? So here it goes. Today's episode is an introduction to the Parliament of India. By the fact that we have a parliament, it is fairly obvious that we follow what is known as the parliamentary system of governance. This means that the legislature holds supreme power in matters of lawmaking. And between the three organs of the government, these being the legislature or the lawmakers, the executive or the enforcers of the law, and the judiciary or the system of courts, there is a healthy link. No, that doesn't mean that criminal lawmakers can get away with their sins because of their links with the judiciary. Actually, never mind. Another feature of the parliamentary system is that the Prime Minister has to enjoy the support of majority of members of the legislature, who is usually the leader of the majority party in the legislature. That's right, this happens after the elections and the formation of the House. It is not decided by your surname, your parivar, or your parivar. Contrast this with the presidential system of governance, where the president is the main executive power and is directly voted to power by the people. Here, the president is mainly answerable to the voters and less to the legislature. Also, there is complete separation of powers between the three organs of the government, or should we say, there are walls of separation. That's as far as the system of governance is concerned. Let us now look at the methods of voting we follow in our country. The first is the first past the post system. Apart from being a tongue twister, this means that we have elections to the Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies where we the people cast our votes and the winner becomes our representative. This is a fairly simple system in which whoever gets the highest number of votes wins. So basically it's a winner takes it all system. Power, paisa, gadi, bangla, damad, the winner does get it all. A global critique of this system is that it does not ensure true representation because the winner doesn't even have to get 50% of the votes to be elected. As long as they have gotten more votes than the other candidates, they win. In fact, in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections, the BJP-led NDA government was formed with a thumping majority of 336 seats, despite the fact that the vote share was a mere 38.5%. So smaller parties that represent small segments of the population have fewer chances of coming to power through the system. Of course, for those who believe that the majority is the only important community, this doesn't really matter. The alternative is the proportional electoral system, where the distribution of the seats correspond more closely with the proportion of votes cast in favor of each party, which means that if a party wins 40% of all votes, 40% of the seats will be allotted to it. This is a bit more complicated than the first past the post system, but ensures better representation. Israel follows this system of voting. There are also some countries that follow a mixed representative system with some percentage of the first past the post and the rest proportional representative system. Germany and Mexico are some of the countries that follow this system. In India, we don't follow the first past the post system for all elections. The President, the Vice President and members of the Rajya Sabha and state legislative councils are voted to power through something known as the single transferable vote system, which is slightly more complex. To know how this works, watch Factly's video on this process, the link to which is in the description. So then, everyone is voted to power and the parliament is now functional. What next? Where is my 15 lakhs? Where is my 72,000? Forget it, that's never happening. So let's talk about the structure of the parliament. According to Article 79 of the Indian Constitution, the parliament consists of the president, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Because the Lok Sabha is the house of the people and you and I directly send people to represent us there, let us begin with this. Through the first past the post process, adult citizens of India select an electoral candidate to become the Lok Sabha MP of their constituency. Once the house is formed, the president, who is the head of the state, appoints the prime minister. A council of ministers is appointed on the advice of the PM. This council is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. The council of ministers has several ministers, and from within this, the cabinet is formed. This consists of a select few members. The cabinet is the central decision-making body of the government. Members of more than one party can make up the government, but they may only govern with the confidence of majority MPs. This is obviously a good measure because otherwise what might happen is that MPs may get stuck in petty squabbles and as a result, governance flies out of the window. At a time, the Lok Sabha can have a maximum of 550 elected members, though we currently only have 543 electoral constituencies. In addition to this, the President of India may nominate 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community if he or she feels that this community is not adequately represented in the House. Members serve for a term of 5 years or till the time the government is in place. The Lok Sabha is the main legislative body in the country along with the Rajya Sabha. And that brings us to the second house, the Rajya Sabha or the Council of the States. Get ready for this. Members of the Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected by citizens and directly elected by the elected members of the legislative assemblies using the single transferable vote system. Very simple. The number of members representing each state is roughly in proportion to its population. There are 233 representatives elected by members of the state assemblies and the assemblies of Delhi and Puducherry. The president also nominates 12 individuals who are usually accomplished in the fields of literature, science, art and social services. Special shout out to the nominees who are so busy being accomplished in their respective fields that they forgot to attend the sessions of parliament. Aila. Members of the Rajya Sabha serve for a total of 6 years. Elections are staggered, with 1/3 of the council being elected every 2 years. Unlike our friends in Lok Sabha, the members of the Rajya Sabha enjoy a term of 6 years, irrespective of which government is in power. And that is a basic introduction to the Parliament of India. In the next episode, we will talk about what actually happens in the Parliament. Until then, like this video and share it in your social media handles with hashtag Parliament of India and hashtag World's Largest Democracy. Thank you for watching.